Howdy! So, for those that don't know me, I'm JG certified and I do stuff. Yeah, so a little bit of vintage computing, electronics, other electronics, more vintage computing, construction. I do a bit of everything, and I'm now on Patreon. So a few things about that before I go on with future projects. Obviously, not obliged to, put anything on there. It's still free videos. Support does help me get the time to do more videos more regularly. I think I do about one a month at the moment, just when I have the time. There's a bit of time that goes into setup, preparation, assembly, shooting it, editing it, uploading it, and of course working with a full-time job around that. Do have a threshold. When I hit it, I'll probably go part-time, spend more time with the videos and try and make my way up that way. I would much prefer to do this kind of thing, really. I like my day job, but doing this sort of thing, doing my own thing, it's a lot of fun. More vintage computers for vintage computer likers, more electronics for electronics likers. Got to do more with the logic analyzer, got to finish that poor old 8088 board. I think I know where to start with that. So yeah, still free content, and just keep plodding along. So not obliged. I'll put a link on all my old videos, put a link on the new videos. For those who don't know as well, but have seen Aussie 50s video and seen it in the news, I am one of the co-creators of the Doomed ATM. I built the mods to do the K-Doom engine and did the chassis wiring, the loom, and make everything work. Aussie 50 did all the stuff I can't do, like welding. Last attempt I made at welding wasn't a complete disaster, but I'm very new at it, so I'm not very good. So he did all the welding and acquired the ATMs and did all that, and I did all the electronics, computer core, all those bits that make it look really cool. So with the Patreon stream, I've set mine up as monthly. So there's some things, depending on how much is pledged, $1 or more. So anything that's a higher number gets everything that's below it. So $1 or more, I'll put all the outtakes, like the large number I have so far in this one video, in a behind the scenes thing where I'll sort of shoot footage as a setup and make sure that I'm not going to make a complete fool of myself when it explodes. Then if it does explode and I end up not doing a video on something, you get to see it and have a laugh at my expense. $5 or more, any electronic circuits I put together myself or modify, I will make the schematics and all that available to my patrons first. Those of you who are patient, I will eventually get around to uploading them. Anything I do that's code-wise will always be open. I will always put that out there. $10 or more, I do a hangout once a month for $10 or more patrons. I have a workshop cam. You can't see it from this camera's field of view, but it's up in the corner and it can see most of the workshop. There's a couple of IRC members I do a hangout with every now and again, and again, I use shop cam. Unfortunately, I can't use wonderful things like the fan at the moment, as I'm shoving modified sine up a circuit breaker. It's behind, it's very buzzy, and because the camera's right above my breaker box, all the people here is bzzz. 50 or more, I'll give you my personal email, one that you can email me on any time to ask me questions, leave comments, whatever, and I'll reply to that. Personal email. Poor thing might get flooded, poor thing might not get flooded. We'll just see what happens. 100 or more, I will personally build and ship you an Altronics or Jaycar kit of your choice. Once. Obviously not every month, but the first month I will build and ship it anywhere in the world. I'll put links to Altronics and Jaycar in this video. I'll put a link to my Patreon in this video and all my old videos. What else? Upcoming projects. One of them is this compact. I haven't done a video on that yet. We'll get to that one. I'll also do a separate video on how I got that reloaded and got everything on there, even though the floppy drive's broken. I'll go through that one in a video. One of my other upcoming projects is, this is my shiny new workbench chair. I will be modifying my old chair's protector onto this for that screensaver thing on one of my very first videos. So this I'll be able to sit on and have computer wake up, get up, have computer go to sleep. I've got the 8088 at some point scheduled for a video to finish that. I've got to acquire the parts to finish that. One of the other big ones on my roadmap is at some point, once the channel budget allows for it, I'm actually going to do a fairly big video. I'm going to buy and build one of the replica Altair 8800s. I think that would be really cool, and an 8800 will spruce up this place quite nicely. Go with my currently gutted, so not really worth looking at, ATM of my own that I have. It will be my system I set up for testing certain parts of the Arcade Doom engine, so when I take it down to Aussie 50, it just works. So yes, there's still a lot on for the workshop. Hopefully I get some support, and that would be wonderful, and I'll be able to start throwing more time at this channel and doing really cool things with it. Once I work out how to get it off the machine, which is some disassembly required because I don't have floppy disks for it. Sander, if you're watching this, I think the discs you sent me got lost in the mail. I haven't seen them arrive yet. I'm sure Customs probably have them, and they're stuck there as they're trying to figure out how to check what's on them. No one in Customs will have a 5 1/4 inch floppy drive. So here's my little banner wrap I wrote for the 8086. There are no wait states in there. It is just that slow. But once I get it off, I'll put that up for anybody who wants to have a look at it. It's actually a modified version of Borland's graphics demo program. I just changed it to do what I wanted it to do. And yes, I've still got a big Christmas light controller project to do. Once I can do that one too. I've got all deconnected, they're all going in one casing, and I'll get 2 more of these 8-channel boards for 32 channels and have it all just in a single case that I can plug in, which will be wonderful. Again, it's all on my list. There's probably more things on my list that I've forgotten about, but I'll get to them. So yeah, thanks for watching.